the prize drop on Monopoly Go. You see, I have 48 tokens, and I want to get dice. What my goal is I need to get the dice, and I need to get the chips over on this side, and I need it to be cash over there. But I'm kind of stuck right now because they screwed me. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go up on the multiplier. I'm just going to stay at 1, and I'm going to work on this side to get the dice. My goal is just to get dice. I'm not worried about money. Money's going to come along. It's part of the ride. You're going to end up with money no matter what. You can stay on the whatever side works for you best. My side is the right side that seems to work the best. So if I stay over here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep collecting dice. I'm not worried about money. Money is going to come. See, you're going to get money. You don't want to get fooled into using your multiplier. Because if you use your multiplier, you're not going to get dice. Alright, just like that. So I have dice now. So my goal is to try to get that 5 to stay there right now. And just keep getting rid of this side. If I get rid of this and I don't touch that 5 over there, the next thing that pops up is going to be dice. It's either dice, chips, or money. Now the perfect thing to do is have the money on the other side, which is what I had earlier. And of course, no matter where you drop it, sometimes it's going to hit that other side. But I don't want it to hit the other side. Right now, I do kind of, but what I'm after is dice. So again, I cleared up that. Now I'm going to be going for dice again. Now you're going to hit that side eventually, and what you want to do is you want to hit that side now while the dice is up. So I might even actually start aiming for this side over here, but like I said, it's all chance. But I can try to take a couple shots over here, but I don't want to waste all my chips over here because this ends up being in the little pile. But what I ultimately want to do is get rid of this 5 over here now and get back to the dice. If I can get both at the same time, that would be great. But I really want to get the cash back on this side. Something like this. I always end up in that 28 section, so I try to stay away from the left side because that 28 section haunts me. See? It'll haunt you too, trust me. But I want to actually try to get rid of that 5 right now. I want to be collecting dice, but at the same time, I'll be in a better spot if I can get that 5 out of there. Now I'm getting kind of close here. I don't want to be at the end of the dice and hit that 5 and then get the dice back over there. That's what you want to avoid. You definitely do not want the dice on the left side, or I don't, because my left side is the worst. So I want to try to keep the dice on the right side, and I want to get the chips on the right side. I don't know how many times I'm going to take a chance at going for this. Now I'm out. I'm done. So now I gotta stay on this side with the money. And hopefully what I'll do is get back to the dice. So I'm going to try to hit this as many times as I can so that I don't lose my dice. I do not want my dice on that other side. If I want to be collecting dice, just dice, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to stay on this side. As you see, I already got 40 dice, and I haven't really done anything. Now, I ran out of dice using my multipliers, but I try to stay with 3 and 5. Occasionally, I'll go up to 10 if the board is set up right. If I'm going to be rolling a 7, a 9, or a 12, or something like that, then I might go up to 20. I know some of you people are using airplane mode. I don't really use airplane mode. I think it's kind of a pain in the butt. But if you're going to do like a 50 chance roll or something like that, you might want to put airplane mode on. Just, yeah, hold on 1 second.
No. I just didn't know where you were. The light wasn't on. Normally I yell at you because the light's on.
So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get rid of that 428 over there and get the dice back over there. Just like that. Alright, so now my dice are back over there. Now I can take a risk at maybe hitting this 5 again. Because if I can get the chips over here and the dice, that's the perfect situation. That's what you want to do. You want to have your chips and your dice set up on that left side, and then you're just collecting chips and collecting dice. But the board's going to mess you up anyway, because I was hit on the right side the whole time and wind up hitting the cash. So, and of course, when I'm over here, I get a lot of wasted on that 28K. So I want to try to avoid that. Bam, now I'm in a spot where I want to be. This is where you want to ultimately be, right here. You want the 428 over there. You want the dice over here. I'll take a 28,000 to avoid hitting that, just because I want to keep collecting dice. So in order to keep collecting dice, what I need to do is stay over here and do dice and chips, dice and chips, dice and chips. I'll take the 28k. That's fine. Dice and chips, dice and chips. That's all I want. And I'm not going to waste my multiplier here, because it's not like I get more dice or anything. I'm going to get dice by using one at a time. So you don't get fooled into using your multiplier all the time. The money's going to come along. You're going to get money regardless. But you're after dice. Or at least I am. I'm after dice. So see, now I'm still dropping it from that right side. I got 1.7 million. But my goal is to get dice like this right here. So if I can get dice, and then the next thing is going to be more rolls. So dice and rolls is what you want on the right side, and your money on your left side. So there's dice. There's more dice. And here's my rolls. So I'm getting dice and rolls. And that's what I'm ultimately trying to do. Is I don't want to hit anything else. I just want to get dice and rolls. Dice and rolls. So I get in a spot like this, where I'm almost out. Even though I'm still in a good spot, because I only got 428, barely touched. And I'm set up with dice and rolls, dice and rolls, dice and rolls. So now when I get more rolls, I'm going to stay over here on this side, and I'm going to switch it from the chips to the dice, the chip to the dice, and try to keep the cash on this side. Because like I said, you're going to get cash no matter what. How much cash did I end up with? 8 million. But ultimately, I was going after dice. So 60 dice is what I got. So I also have this trail up here, which I'm trying to do. And if you notice where I'm at right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can get a 4, a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 12, and I'm going to double up. So that's why in something like this, I'm going to put 3. Because it wasn't very good odds. I still don't have very good odds. And my multiplier for my heist isn't very much either, so I'm not really worried about it. So I'm going to stay on the 3. Hopefully I'll get rid of Alex on a heist. Now, you're not going to hit your friends on this. You don't want to hit your friends. You always want to switch opponents. Yeah, your friends, like my friends, they always have their shields up. So there's no point in me going after my friends. Alright, so now look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm in the same spot. So I'm going to keep it on 3. I got the heist. It's not very much. It's only that's another reason I didn't crank it up to 10, because he doesn't have a lot of money in his bank. I'm not really concerned about this one, so I'm just gonna move on. My goal is, like I said, I'm trying to get dice. So now, where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not a good roll. I'm gonna stay at 3. So there's that 7 I was talking about. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, or 12. Is what I can roll here to get this. So I'm going to crank it up as high as I can go, which is 3, of course. And of course I hit an 8. So I'm going to go back down to 1 now. And I hit it, of course. A 4. Like I said, this isn't my friend, so I'm going to hit him real quick. But if it was my friend, I would skip him, because I know my friend's going to have his shields up. Alright. I'm going to crank it back up, because I know coming around this corner, I got more chances. Stupid community chest. There you go. Bam. Now I'm on a heist. Nope, I'm on a shutdown. This is my friend. I know she's got her shields up, so I'm not even going to mess with her. I'm going to go somebody else. Ronald. Hopefully Ronald doesn't have his shields up, which he doesn't. So I know if she had her shields up, at least I was good enough to hit that. So now I'm going to stay at 3. 3 is where I pretty much run the board at. I only go down to 1 if the odds are very set against me. But I'm trying to get dice. So I'm working on trying to multiply these stars. So when I come around to the stars, that's when I'm going to really crank it up. And then I'm going to go back to 1. So I'm going to run a 1 and a 3 right now. Go back to 1 because I got a good chance of hitting one of those, but the odds aren't with me. So now I'm going to crank it up to 3. Now shut down. She's not my friend. I'm actually going to switch her too because I don't see any people on her board. So this board has people on it, so somebody's been hitting it. He doesn't have shields up, or he just got his shields up. So that's what I want to hope for. Because I'm out to get dice. I'm not really concerned about money. But as you see, I've collected 16,000 and I'm not even concerned about money. I'm concerned about getting these dice. Alright, so where am I? I got 14 rolls left. I'm going to build my houses. They're kind of expensive. I knew they were, so... and I want to try to get that 5 million I need for that last house. For that last star. I should have cranked it down. I'm going to go down to 1. Just because I know that coming up here... see? That's why I like to stay at 3, but I'm running out of rolls here. Maybe I'll hit jail and get 6s. Only when I turn it down to 1 do I hit jail and get the 6s. Alright, I'm down to 1, so... But that's it. But basically, that's how you're going to get dice on... if you're playing the prize drop game. And of course, right now, the stars is another good game to hit. So you want to be trying to do that. If you can get the stars like that, you're going to get dice and you're going to get prizes. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. It's my first video.